CREWCast. 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 Give it up for the CREWCast!
We always like to get guests to shout tits as loud as they can when they come on.
You got halfway through putting the t-shirt on.
No, I haven't got halfway through. I'm deliberately not put the t-shirt on yet.
I thought you got distracted halfway through.
So we
half pulled over your head.
I'm here. Look, so I'm unveiling
Oh.
a fresh black country barbell t-shirt with back print.
Yeah, it'll be out.
What's on the back?
Skull and
that's sick.
barbells.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And just because Aaron hasn't seen enough of my nipples today already for the last 2 days.
Can never see enough.
Yeah. All he's seen me do is take my top off all bloody day. Because today we're joined by our guest of the week, which is What Aaron Does on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm following What Aaron Does. But obviously his name's Aaron. and
And his Instagram is What Aaron Does.
What Aaron Does. I love it. I think that's really clever. What Aaron Does. So, Aaron, introduce yourself.
And what is it that you do?
Wind's blowing.
There, Aaron.
What do you do? What do you do, Aaron? Because you don't. It's not like you're just a videographer. You make viral content, yeah.
Yeah.
Explain that, because that's a little bit.
So what we
different.
essentially, there's a lot of businesses and companies like let's just take the UFC for example, because everyone knows what it is.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have an archive of like hundreds and hundreds of fights, years of content, and obviously everyone's always thinking they need new content.
Yeah.
Whereas there's a lot of value in older content that they already have.
Yeah.
And how to utilize that well on different platforms and generate money from it.
Yeah, well, I see it. They do repost like classic fights and stuff
Yeah,
on
exactly.
UFC. They'll like change it to the story format and stuff like that. So is that the idea of generating like viral content? Obviously, that's like easier said than done, right?
Well, yeah, the thing is a guy called Rory who I work for, essentially, he's really good at understanding algorithms and the way that social media platforms will continue to change them
Yeah.
in order to make it not... Because as soon as people start to figure out your algorithm, that's when they'll start manipulating the ways in which they do it. So it seems like they tend to change it. And if you're someone that's ahead of that or can sense the change, then it's an easier way to make money.
Yeah, I need to learn that shit.
Well, you must be quite good at it because...
Nah, fucking terrible.
Well, we were just saying about your...
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
Aaron came in and noticed I've got one of the YouTube plaques on the wall. Which one is that?
That's
I think it's
100,000,
isn't it? And I was like, oh yeah, that's about.
But that's the older 100,000 because the newer 100,000 is a big silver thing.
Motherfuckers. So anyway, I got this one. This is the big one. I don't know why, but this is the one I got when I hit 1 million subs on YouTube, which is quite a while ago.
Yeah.
So that's a gold one, right?
Well,
You've
I've
had-
never really opened it.
Since we've started the CREWCast, this has just been leaned up against the wall.
Literally,
I can't
So
believe that.
for
That's
like
me.
over a year,
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
You know
been
what?
crazy,
Look, it's
man.
still sellotapes. I haven't even opened it.
Yeah, let's open
Do you know
it.
why?
Let's open
Because it came in COVID.
Yeah.
And it completely took away from it, because the thing that I was doing that was doing so well was now getting trashed at the same time when this came through.
Well, what was...
Well, because I couldn't go and do anything, we were locked down, and all of my content was basically focused. Oh, your microphone's gone limp. It's not in there. There we go.
I don't want to have to sit up like that.
Yeah, you slouch away, mate. There you go. Have you got a pillow behind you? Yeah, you have. You backed up.
Yeah, super.
I'm struggling with sellotape. It's defeating me. How taped up
Yeah,
is
so
it?
you were doing what?
So everything that I was doing, that I was flying ahead with, that got me to the 1 million, basically just got kiboshed, because I couldn't. I was traveling. I was doing like the Worst Pain series, which I was going out to Ireland, working with the guys in the SBG Fight Club out there, and I was doing a fight series. So we'd go and film the fight videos out there, and then I do the massage videos out there, and obviously all that just got slammed on the head. Couldn't go anywhere. Couldn't do anything. Couldn't even make it local because I couldn't go anywhere or do anything. All businesses were shut down. So it was kind of tarnished by the fact that I wasn't able to be doing the thing that had created this.
Yeah, got you.
there,
Yeah. And so I just...
Was that a target for a long time though? Like,
No, it spiraled out of nowhere, didn't it?
Yeah, I know. Didn't you go from like 500,000 to 1 million like super
Really
fast?
quick. Yeah, it's bizarre. You hit like a peak point, and then it just goes like ramps, because YouTube's like, oh, that makes us money.
Yeah.
So then they push and push and push it. And because the videos it wasn't shit, it was good videos that were also viral.
Yeah.
So like that...
Yeah, it's quality content.
Yeah, one of my videos had nearly 30 million views.
No, that's sick.
So it was, it was worth people subbing for. But then I felt like, well, I can't keep it going. So what this thing, as good as it is, I knew that there was going to be a downward plummet. So it took away from it, and I didn't want to open this again until kind of I was back on track. And I have actually relaunched the Worst Pain series recently. We're on to episode 3 coming up.
Let's
and it's
go.
all picking up and everything's going. Everything's picking up, everything's going. And the fight series is going to be
We need
coming
a
back.
sound effect for when you open it. Oh.
It's gonna be a
Yeah, like, you know, the scene in Pulp Fiction where they open the box and there's got that like golden glow on them.
Yeah.
I need to chop the bloody...
Yeah, you are dragging it out a bit, man.
I know, yeah. It's just building tension. Building tension.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, man.
Oh, it's got a letter.
Apparently,
It'd be funny if there was a check in there and it was just like
It's expired.
expired.
Look at the card. There should be a card from a guy called Rick, apparently.
Yeah, Rick.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your subscriber milestone. We are honoured to take part in recognising your achievement
Rick
and
Astley.
want to experience and want your experience to be exceptional. This award was inspected and packaged with great care. Rick, if you're always damaged during shipping, if you have questions, please contact us. Hey, Rick, if you really are honoured and want to recognise YouTubers' achievements, how about you start supporting your fucking creators? How about you do that? How about you show the creators who are uploading to subscribers, how about you show their subscribers what they're uploading? Because every single channel is saying the same shit. Nobody's seeing the stuff.
No.
And the people that are seeing it aren't the people even subscribed to the channel.
It is weird now how it works. You get pushed so much random stuff.
And it's all fucking TV shows. It's like Saturday Night Live and all this shit, SNL. And
Can you pay to boost YouTube? Is that
that's
like
what
what's
I'm
going on?
assuming they want you to do, but you shouldn't have to do that. We built your fucking platform. For free, mate, because we're all on here putting it on there for free, aren't we? We're giving it to them for free so they can make money.
Yeah,
That's how it works.
yeah, it is.
Let's have a look at what it says on this anyway. YouTube, you're bigger than Vancouver, you're bigger than Venice, you're even bigger than Las Vegas. I don't understand what that means. 1 million,
I think it's saying by the scale
Population.
of the subs.
1 million subscribers. There's got to be more than 1 million people in Vegas. Surely.
I don't know.
According to them, not.
1 million subscribers. Maybe you've imagined that day for a long time, or maybe you never thought you'd grow so big. A bit like, in the bedroom. Either way, not much can match the satisfaction of finding out that your creativity, that your ideas, that your voice speaks to 1 million people across the globe. It'd speak to more if you showed it to more people. We know that being able to...
They're going to shut your page down, man.
We know that being able to touch the lives of so many people is reward enough. Really, YouTube? Is it? Is it reward enough? Or should we get more of the revenue? I think we'd prefer more of the revenue.
Yeah, see, revenue is a difficult one because it depends
They
what...
take so much.
If you're like involved in makeup and stuff like that, the RPMs are crazy compared to if you're doing like, for example, talk podcasts or
Yeah.
especially sports that are injury related. The RPM just drops.
As in the value of the adverts put over the product, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure about what your podcast essentially covers, but I don't know what's your average like. Is it 5, 2,000?
What?
Like, what's your RPM on your videos?
Well, we are across multiple platforms, so over the whole thing, we're on, over 1,000 and so average. But we are audio and video. Like, YouTube's our secondary for this.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's completely like a backup point for people if they want to watch it there, if they don't have Spotify, because we've got Spotify video. So you can watch us on Spotify.
Got that Joe Rogan shit.
Yeah. So
One day,
most
maybe.
people like are starting to watch on that now. It's actually, you can see the changes happening. More people are actually watching on Spotify. So that's cool because I like that. I watch Joe Rogan on Spotify all the time, and then I watch other people. I start watching Jordan Peterson and stuff on there.
Yeah.
You see, I've only just got Spotify. My missus got
So
a
worth it.
duo for me so I can fucking bounce.
Yeah,
on that
it's so worth it. Right, let's finish this letter. With your track record, we suspect you're only going to keep growing, and we can't wait until you reach the next milestone, 10 million subscribers. It may seem far away, but remember the days when you were psyched to have 1,000. You've amazed us. Keep daring, keep dreaming big, keep creating. You're the inspiration for everything we do. Sincerely, and I think it says, Susan, CEO of YouTube. Hey, Susan. We do love making YouTube videos. We really do. Just please support your creators a little bit more. I was about to shut it. We haven't even looked at the...
See, the thing is, I've helped get pages massive, but I've never got an award for it. So it's quite cool that you've even got one that says your
It
name.
is a nice thing to do. And look at that. So, I'll turn it around.
That's sick, man.
It's actually a gold-plated, I think. Actual
I think it's got gold,
electroplated
yeah,
gold.
yeah.
So it's not solid or anything, but there is actual gold
It's a
in there.
solid gold.
Is it
There
heavy?
you go.
Is it heavy? Let me hold it.
You just want to claim this
Gonna
for your
bite
own.
it.
Yeah. Lex, can I buy it off you?
Nah, it's worthless to me if it hasn't got my name there.
Yeah, it says on the front of it, presented to Lex Griffin for passing 1 million subscribers, YouTube. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's sick as fuck.
Now I'm going to have to pretend I've not opened that again and open it on another video as well. Because I never did it. So I'll have to do an opening of that at some point on YouTube.
An unboxing.
An unboxing of it. Yeah, I'll be like, oh, I've never seen this before. Unless you've seen CREWCast, then maybe I'm lying. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I do like it. I just think it was tarnished by COVID because like if I got that whilst I was still flying and doing everything, because I was flying out to Ireland all the time and it was great. It was all rolling. It was fantastic. So it kind of just took the shine off it for me. But we're back and I'm feeling good. So the only thing that's down at the moment is fucking the ability to edit all these goddamn videos. I'm gonna have to bring in somebody to just edit, someone I can send the footage out to and just have them edit some stuff for me because it's getting too much.
Surely there's got to be people that do that.
There are,
just
yeah,
like,
but it's just find someone who's like, doesn't just send you back some chopped up, messy piece of crap.
Well, yeah, that's what we've been struggling with. We've got a team of like 5 now. There's different guys like me. I'm quite good at more of the stylized stuff, but I've made some banging viral videos. Then we've got 2 other guys that make viral style videos, and then training another guy that does the more cinematic stuff.
Yeah.
And then obviously Rory overlooks everything, makes sure it's in line with each individual brand style. So it's difficult to find
gig,
it.
man.
Yeah, it's difficult to find someone, especially with you. If you're known for your style of edit,
Yeah.
if there's a look and it's not impossible, but it will be hard.
Yeah, I agree. It would be hard to find. I don't think I'm known for a style. So I think I'm all right. I just need somebody who, when I send them footage, they send something back that is engaging to watch.
Yeah.
They know where to cut, they know what to leave in, they know what to take out. And the thing is because my stuff's so specific, sometimes they'd be like, do they know what to leave in?
Yeah, but that's why someone like Logan Paul, he's got an editor that he uses, right? And he's kind of brought him up into the limelight now, which is quite nice of him. And he's got quite a successful page. And he talks about, also Mr. Beast, he talks about the pacing that's important on YouTube. And even if you watch, like I said, that guy, Jack Sucks at Life,
Yeah.
he has that similar pace that you need in order to keep the audience engaged, especially on YouTube, a younger audience.
Yeah.
Depends your age group as well.
You need like frame changes and some just sort of snap ins and outs. And
Yeah, and also making people real. Like you drop something that makes them go, it will come later in the video.
Yeah.
And you keep the pace up. It's quite difficult.
Yeah, it is a engagement freaking nightmare. But this is being online. It's fun making content. I love making content. I love it. I have a passion for it. I sometimes like being behind the camera more than in front of it.
yeah.
That's where I like to be, mate.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing. So we've been doing a shoot for RDX over the last 2 days at Lewis's gym, the BCB. So it's been good. We've got the lighting of the gods. I've got some crazy photos. You should see. I look like I'm way better.
So
shape
whose
than
gym is it? It's actually your gym.
Yeah, it's my gym.
That's Fat Gym.
Cheers,
It's
man.
good,
Thank you.
man.
Yeah.
Told
So
like
did
it.
you deliberately leave the lighting the way it is?
Yeah. I just thought it was nice having some natural light in the gym because, again, most of the time, you've got like a false ceiling in there. It
Yeah.
always feels like kind of not claustrophobic. That's probably the
Like
wrong word for
dungeoning.
it. But yeah, and I just
Yeah.
didn't like that. I really like high ceilings and the natural light. It's just something. I don't know, I just saw like that building because it was a fucking shithole when we first got in there, and I just saw that it had so much potential to actually look really nice. With literally just like a lick of paint was enough to kind of really
What
transform
about that
it.
red runway? Whose idea was that?
That was mine as well.
Yeah,
Pretty much
sick.
everything. I just I literally just made it up as I went along. But I had like kind of a bit of a vision in my head, and then when I put it down, if it didn't work, because I had the building at that point, we didn't necessarily have a set time that we were going to open for, because I did all the work as well, 95% of the work. It was just, do I like it? No. All right, I'll change it. I'll do something different. I hadn't even 100% decided on the colour scheme until we were in the building, because I was just so unsure if blacking everything out was going to make it too dark. And I was like, I know we've got a lot of natural light, but is that enough natural light? So I just started doing a bit, and then I was like, I think that's going to work, and then just fucking went for it.
See, that was passion build.
Yeah, it looks
You can see it
crazy.
because he's
looks
literally done it all.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's key to it is passion. If you have passion for what you're going to do, it'll turn out okay because you'll care about the small shit.
Yeah, but you seem too young to have such a sick gym. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I'm very driven by, I have to have something to chase after.
Yeah.
So if I don't, I go fucking mad. So I kind of, in my old job, reached kind of really the furthest point which I could.
Yeah.
and wasn't really happy in that role anyway. And with conversations with my missus, it was just like, what are you happy with? And I was like, I like fitness, but like being a personal trainer, for the most part, it's really, really challenging to get into. You never really make that much money.
Yeah, the thing is, it's any of those situations where there are a select few that do make money, a lot of money, but it's very rare.
Yeah.
And it's not impossible. Don't ever tell anyone it's not possible, because it is possible.
Of course it is, yeah.
But it's very unlikely.
Yeah,
That's kind of one of those things where you weigh it up. But
Most gyms make people an okay living.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I
that's
think
it.
even out of like so I know fucking so many PTs or so many people that have got the PT qualification, and I would say within a couple of years, maybe 5 to 10% of them are still in the industry,
doing it,
and then probably another few years later, probably only a small percentage of the remaining percentage.
10% of the 10%.
Yeah, pretty much are still doing it actually as a living. And I know very few PTs that are actually doing it in their 30s, 40s and have been doing it since, getting the qualification. It's fucking few and far between, it really is. Because it's just such a tough industry, because there's so much competition and everyone's undercutting everyone, and it'll be the fresh kid who's like fucking clueless, who's just like, I'll charge £10 an hour when somebody else is charging 50.
Which you need to be.
Yeah.
To make a decent living.
Yeah, because if you're like at £10 an hour, how many clients do you actually need to survive?
Fucking tons.
So,
Well, let's say you need $2.5 minimum to like live a month.
Yeah.
So if you're doing £10 an hour,
250.
250 hours.
250
a month.
hours a month. Yeah.
Yeah. And like, because it's not just the hour that you're with the client, you're answering their questions when they're like, when they're at home.
Yeah, because there's aftercare. There's also if you're going to be upgrading them, you need to prepare them for the next lesson.
Yeah.
And then there's information packs that you need to write up. I'm
Yeah,
sure
nutrition packs right in their program. Every hour you're with a client, there's like probably the same again, at least, like behind the scenes. And people don't think that, because normally they'll be doing another job and they'll be like, I'll just start off cheap and then I'll slowly increase my money. It's like,
But the problem is,
doesn't really work that
that's
way.
the same that they do in photography and videography. Then you build a client base that wants that level of work.
Yeah.
It was cheap work, and they actually end up more difficult clients a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And then when you start charging them more, they're like, well, why?
Yeah.
It's hard to justify that.
Do you not think some videographers in the industry though are taking a piss at the moment?
Well, yeah, because a lot of them don't have overheads when they start out.
No, as in like charging too much. I know people that are charging like £400 a day.
Yeah, depends what you do.
I think that's for like gym footage.
See, that's the thing. It depends. It depends where it's going. If, for example, if I know that my stuff, for example, with RDX is a brand, they're going to use that and they're going to utilize that in order to, for example, you're going to use it. They're going to use it to
That's different though.
generate
You're-
income.
You're doing a brand shoot. That's different. I'm talking about like.
So if I approach someone, if someone approaches
Almost
me,
like a vlog,
I'm
basically.
talking about someone coming in just a video doing a vlog, like being a cameraman, like
oh yeah,
for YouTube.
well then
Yeah.
you're just the labourer.
£300 to £400 a day. Some people are charging.
Yeah, but then you're just a labourer essentially. If you're just a cameraman, that's where you need to weigh up. What are they doing? Are they?
But you see, my theory of that is how are you going to have anybody as a long-term client at that rate? You can't, because they're not going to be able to facilitate that kind of money for just a single day of filming when they're going to need multiple days throughout a week every month.
Yeah, but that's why the filming shouldn't be the focus. It should be what's the end goal. Like, so if you do have a longer project, what is that project going to do? Are you intending to make money from this project? Because then what you can do is you can offset that.
Split the revenue.
A risk, yeah. Because then I would say, okay, cool. If you don't want to charge, if you don't want to pay that much, I'll go halves. I'll take the risk, assume the risk, and whatever product you're selling, I'll have 50% of that. And then you go, well,
Yeah.
no, because I wanted to make more money. I go, okay, cool. It's up to you.
I always think when we hire, the thing that I'm looking for is when we take on a new member of staff, it's not going to happen instantly, and this would be the same with a videographer. Like, if you're taking them on, you want them to make you more money than they've cost you.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
That's the business. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
even if they break even, you're still kind of winning at that point until you grow.
Yeah, because it's not just purely down to cost. Because you could do all, say an editor, for example, you could do all the editing, but what's your time actually worth?
Yeah.
Because when you're
Are
somebody,
you losing money because you're worth more doing something else for
Mate,
your business?
I've had people charge and come in and charge like £300 for a day, and the footage come back unusable.
Yeah.
Because
Well, so
then-
you're saying you want someone to come in, film, give you the footage, and that's it.
no, most of the time what they'll do is they'll film and they should create like a couple of edits from that filming. But I've had those edits back and it's been unusable.
Well, yeah, I remember.
Do you remember me showing you?
Yeah,
It was
I
bad,
remember
wasn't
some of
it?
them. Yeah.
Really bad.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
But-
If there's no end use for it, then you can't really charge. It depends really what it's being used for. That's going to justify what the worth of it. Because what's the worth of something? Really, if it's worthless, when you say you get something at the end and it's just cool for the guy that likes it, then it really depends on how much you want to pay, because you're the one paying for that, because after that it's worthless really.
Yeah.
But if you're saying, okay, the worth of this is I'm going to utilize this in order to gain more customers, then the worth is expansion is a lot more. Do you know what I mean?
For the brand shoot, like what you're doing today, everything that you did was about a specific product, which
Yeah,
is
and
obviously
about a
then
specific
being
person
sold.
being in. See, for the value for them is not only the product, but the fact that Lex is in it.
Yeah.
That's good for them. And then if they sell that off of the, obviously they will sell a lot of it, because it's about reach. You've got reach, and it's about them ensuring that the brand looks good.
Yeah,
Because
you
you're good at anyway at making content. They just want to ensure that there's.
Here's the problem. What most brands don't do is they'll take that content you've got.
Yeah, and they'll just
Don't
make
give it to me. And
Yeah.
they'll put it on their shit and then wonder why stuff doesn't do well. It's because no one's looking at your shit already.
Yeah.
That's why you get other people in, but then you're not giving those other people the content.
Yeah, that's what I've tried to explain them for a long time. Is not just them. It's important that you marry the photographer and the content creators, the online content creators. As long as those two go together well, the brand themselves don't have to do much.
Yeah.
Because I'm supposed to be arming you with content.
Yeah, yeah. 100%.
So that the brand then off of that.
Which is what we weren't doing that today though. We were doing like product stuff really. I did some cool reels though.
Yeah, we've got some good. The thing is also,
But we did that
We
off
got
our own
weird.
back.
We got a weird brief.
We
though.
did get a weird brief. They didn't quite because they thought they were going to do the same brief as another one they'd done with Martin Ford, but then everyone realised the one with Martin Ford was about as interesting as watching paint dry whilst having a pineapple shoved up your ass. So they were like, "Yeah,
That sounds pretty interesting.
yeah, more painful than interesting." And so they're like, "Yeah, it doesn't work. You can't just have spieling, boring stuff about weights equipment. No one's watching that shit." So we did some more short, sharp stuff that'll hopefully go to a nice beat and have some fun moments in it.
Yeah.
Like just for reels and Instagram, and then we got some cinematic stuff which looks sick.
Yeah.
But then I'm just going to overlay that when I'm talking on a vlog about training. So then you've got that dual aspect of I'm talking about something, but here's some overlay of pretty imagery that I can just easily whack in and talk about and stuff. So hopefully there'll be some interesting, some decent. We've got some informative content plus some cool shots. You want to see some? I look good in some of those shots. He made me look good.
Yeah.
This little light that he light me up from underneath from.
Yeah.
So like when your abs normally shadow out.
Yeah.
He was like, nah, I'm gonna get those abs back in there, bro. Boom, there's an extra shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were creating illegal shadows. Pure half natty lighting.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really good.
Awesome.
So especially because you've got the nice lighting in there.
Yeah. How did you get into it?
Well, this is it. This is what I want to talk about
Oh, yeah.
because Aaron has a fun background story to how. See, now look at him. He's this calm, photographer, videographer comes in just with the lighting, makes you look good. You used to be a bit of a wild boy, didn't you?
No, well, a little bit.
No. Let's go through the stories and recap them, and then we'll see how people feel at the end. I think you've had a quite a cool little wild life up until this point, and I think it's nice to show like how did you get into, where were you before, and how did you get into the photography thing and videography and all of this jazz.
I don't know where to start though, because you know what I mean. We could start.
Yeah, start back.
Start at the beginning.
Start at the- yeah.
But I don't want to. That's what I'm saying. I don't really.
I was born.
Talk about I was born in South Africa.
Yeah,
and we
yeah,
moved
that's
to-
cool.
No, I was born in South Africa. We moved to England when I was 12. I moved without my parents. So I lived with my grandparents.
Oh.
Well, with my nan, she was alcoholic. Blah blah blah. So that's when I started drinking, and about 12. Started
Really?
drinking and smoking weed and shit.
Oh, okay, we went deep real quick. I don't know. All right, okay.
But then my mum did end up coming because my nan was getting beat up a lot.
See, this is crazy. Right, we're in.
But then I went to school there. Then we ended up moving because my brother stabbed someone. But then we moved to a place called Braintree.
I thought I knew these stories. I didn't know these stories. This is amazing.
I'm just trying to fast forward to like.
Well, hang on. How did your brother stab someone?
Well, because we're foreign at the time. I'm still
So
foreign
were
now.
you,
but
were you like step on the black plastic?
yeah. So everyone talked like this.
Everyone talked
how's
like
it going?
that.
Yeah. So everyone's like, go back to your own
What
country.
awesome! I love that
kind
accent.
of shit like that. So
Can you say diplomatic immunity?
diplomatic immunity. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't really want to talk about how much of a dick I was. You know
No,
what I mean?
you do need to talk about how much of that you were because look at how you are now, and that's what that's the story.
So then at 15, we were like doing a lot of pills. Well, I was never really a dealer, but what I'll do is I'll get enough pills so that whatever I had was free.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So-
How did you end up getting into that? Was this just the people you hang around with?
But yeah, it was just
Where were you living at?
So I was still living in Stevenage then. So I started doing pills in year 9.
Hang on, what's year 9?
Year 9's like 14, 15.
Yeah.
Because year 7's 12, is it?
Well, you leave in year 11, which is 16,
Yeah.
15. Yeah, so you'd have been 14.
Yeah.
So right, so you're
14
in.
turning 15,
Yeah.
and then 15. Yeah,
Right,
so
yeah.
about 14.
So you've moved over to England at
Yeah.
12 years old.
Yeah.
You in Stevenage.
Yeah,
Moved
in
to Stevenage, and you
yeah.
had to go live with your grandma,
Yeah.
who turned out to be an alcoholic. Your parents didn't know this,
No, well, she
or she.
Yeah, she
Came
was always
on.
she was always an alcoholic, and her husband Ernie was also an alcoholic. But they moved to England because they wanted to get away from that, my
Right.
nan and that. So they moved from South Africa to England. So then my parents were like, "Should we move as well? Because it might be good for the boys."
Yeah.
So then I lived with my nan, and then she used to say like, they used to ask all the time, is everything going well? So my nan was like, "Yeah, tell the parents that everything's fine." Obviously, it wasn't fine.
Right.
And then eventually my aunt came over and they was obviously getting beat. Everyone was blah, blah, blah. And then my aunt was like to my mum, "No, it's pretty serious still."
Not good. Yeah.
Yeah. So then my mum came over and then my dad came over like about 6 months later, moved in with my aunt, and then we were sleeping, me and my brother were sleeping on blow-up beds for about 2 years, about a year,
Bloody hell.
in Baldock.
So you're at like 13 now,
Yeah, 13.
and so this is when you started getting into what the pill stuff.
Yeah, no, pills was year 9. I remember because it was in that summer holidays. It was sick, man. Pills was probably the best drugs out of all of them.
This would have been back when they were proper as well, because now they.
Well, no, apparently because when I was doing them, then they were saying when it was really proper, it was like in like 1990.
Oh, early.
But they were banging though. I've seen massive dragons and shit. Fucking, I thought I was stuck in a painting once. I was standing on this bridge for ages, like, "Fuck, I'm stuck. And I was like,
Just stood like I'm in the painting.
yeah, because I'd walk. We do loads of pills, and then you just end up walking. And I remember one time I figured it out. So I walking, and I turned around. Yeah, it was a guy walked past me, and I turned around, and he was gone. I was like, "Holy shit, that's crazy!" But then I figured it out. Do you know what probably happened? I was walking, and then walked for ages after that, and then turned around, and obviously he was long gone. But to
right.
me, it was like
The time
in the
hadn't-
moment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause you lose
I was
all
like,
concept
"Holy
of
shit, he
time.
disappeared."
You're just walking on your own.
Yeah, you just walk around on your own in the winter, but it's so hot, isn't it? So you just walk around without a top on, sweating your nuts off, like just bowling around like charge.
At 13, 14 years old,
14, yeah.
just pupils the size of dinner
Yeah,
plates.
everything looks like daylight though. Do you know what I mean? It's
It
fucking
will be when
crazy.
they're that expanded. You got
Yeah,
like
it's crazy.
no iris there, just
Yeah.
this, just big black. Christ. So how did you end up? Who introduced you to that?
There's a few. It was a few people. Basically, there was 3 areas that everyone Sheppel. I don't remember all the names now because it's so long ago. But there's Sheppel, Pingreen, Oval. So there's all little groups of people
Yeah.
that used to hang around. And then Shell. Shell. There was one that didn't get on anyway. That's BJ's. That group of people is one of the people that my brother ended up stabbing.
And so it was like a bit of a gang conflict, was it?
It was lane gangs. It wasn't
Yeah,
really.
yeah,
you know
not
what I mean?
prop-
Like,
yeah.
we used to steal mopeds and shit. We weren't like
Yeah.
taking over cartels.
Yeah.
He said that. We were talking about this the other day. We were talking about bikes and engines and stuff. And he was just like, "Can you bore those engines out of those bigger bikes?" I was like, "What?" He was like, "Because, when you like get one of them dodgy scooters and we used to strip it, bore the engine out, make them quick as shit." I'd be like, "Say
Yeah,
what
but
now?"
you can get
And then-
cheap exhaust, and someone can bore the engine out, and
So you
you can make a 50cc probably like 75cc.
Oh, wow.
like a hot moped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
then
someone's shit moped you nicked.
And you just used to bore them out
Yeah.
and just race them around.
Well, yeah, I only started really stealing motorbikes when we moved to Braintree. Stole a few motorbikes.
Where's Braintree? Are we
Braintree's
still in
in
the same
Essex now.
So we're in Essex.
We moved because I had a what was it? A Aprilia 50cc motorbike, But I wasn't able to bring it. I don't know why. My parents didn't want me to have a motorbike. So I told you now, I've crashed like. That's why I think.
Oh, you say you crash a lot of stuff, yeah?
Yeah, I've crashed loads of motorbikes, mate. I crashed so many bikes. It's crazy. That's why I think if I had a motorbike, mate, I'd fucking die. Because you guys love, but you've got one.
I
Haven't you?
haven't. Well, I've got one. I haven't.
Oh, yeah.
That's Lewis I was showing you.
Yeah, as of the other day, I got my theory
You didn't
test.
get your license, eh?
Yeah, I got my theory test at the end of the month. And that's the announcement. I've got my theory test at the end of the month. And yeah, then I've got all my direct access course paid for. So I've just got to literally get the theory done. Then I can get the direct access booked in and I'm good to go.
Going.
Bike is ready.
Good, because I got my the learner license. It's easy to get, isn't it?
Yeah, that's just like sit on a bike, don't fall off for a day.
Yeah.
Jobs. Even if you fall off, you
still-
get back up safely. You still pass.
Yeah, apparently one guy hit the curb once and he still passed.
Man, somebody literally dropped their bike on one of the guys when they were out, and they just picked it up okay, dealt with the situation correctly, and the guy's like, yeah, you're right. Because it's literally a bloke who just gives you a nod at the end of this. It's not even like a score sheet, it's just yes or no.
Did you die?
Yeah.
Did
yeah,
you die?
I survived
No.
it. There you go. Then you passed.
Yeah.
Class.
I remember on my CBT, I
That's
had a,
CBT, that's what it's called, yeah.
yeah, the CBT, I don't know what it stands for.
Don't know. Can't be asked.
I was on it, and I remember I accidentally went
That's
to
CBA, bro.
went to CBA, yeah. None of it's going in it. Today we drove to your gym, me and him, from here in two separate cars for no reason. I rang him halfway into the journey and was like, Aaron, he's like, yeah.
I was
like,
already here.
I was like, why
could
am I in a different car to you? He was like, what do you mean? I said, why have we both driven in two different cars? He was like, I don't know.
I did think because I saw you pull up to collect the gear, and I was like, oh, maybe you've just come together this time. And obviously
that would have been smart.
So
Yeah.
That
stupid.
would have been smart.
Honestly, we both set off like looking at each other in each other's cars, like, all right, let's go. Neither of us clocked. And he's like, why not? We just going the one. No, we're killing polar bears. Just killing them, murdering them.
Yeah.
Took a couple of polar bears and a seal with us on this weekend.
I know, long drive. That was.
But Jesus, that drives long when there's traffic on it. I was stuck behind a full-on lorry filled with stone chips. Dude was doing
On the
a
way back in?
max of 25 miles an hour the whole fucking way.
On the way back in or on the way?
On the way in.
Yeah.
And did he pull over for the 20 cars stuck behind him? Did he fuck?
Oh, really? That's one thing I do get a lot on that. Like, I never see tractors pull over or lorries pull over. On that drive, it happens quite frequently.
They should do
I
though.
don't- Yeah, I
Because
know.
you can't get past the fuckers.
But that never used to happen anywhere else. I've never seen it anywhere other than this drive.
But yeah, so let's get back. So
Yeah.
you're boring out.
Well, not me.
No.
I've never physically bored one out, but you could give someone and they'll give
you
it back to you.
pinched a
and
few, did you?
Yeah, quite a few.
Easy
cars.
to take, too easy to take. You took cars too?
Yeah.
How? What, like little trick methods getting in them, or was it just smash and go?
Just bend the window out, unlock it, and then break the steering lock.
Hotwire it.
Yeah, done.
What were easy ones to get?
Like anything 2005, like, as long as it's shit. You're never a good car.
Yeah.
But you can get a good, like for example, a Ford ST is doable. But it's always shit cars, like a 1.2. Never like going to be a good car, is it?
A 1.2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1.2 litre, but you can rate
Yeah,
it,
like
though.
little ones.
Yeah.
You never get caught.
I never got caught, luckily. Nearly been caught a few times.
Did you
Had to
just
hide in the bush. Because I crashed it, and then the wheel was fucked. There was all big, massive sparks, like fucking flying. So we parked in a little, like, off-road bit. Police came. We split up, the people that were in it. I laid in a bush like this, and the police walked past. And then ran across the road. You know, like if you try and run through bushes.
Yeah.
As long as it's not too big, you're not going to run through a thick bush.
No.
But it was thin enough to like kind of get
Nestle
through.
into it.
Yeah. So then we nicked another car, got home, blew it up, and then went back to their house to smoke some weed.
How did you get home after nicking the car? Well, we just nicked another one, didn't we? We did the sensible thing.
It's the practical answer.
Yeah, but
isn't
that's
it?
what I mean.
What are you going to do?
Like a
You're not going to
knob,
fucking
though.
get an Uber, are you?
No, because like it's part and parcel of childhood. Like that was your childhood. That was what it was. You hang around with people who do that. You're in that kind of situation where.
Yeah, I was just I was a
Yeah.
good guy, but I was just hanging around with the wrong people.
Yeah, I mean everyone's done that at certain points. You get pushed into, it's easily, especially when you're young.
Yeah.
Like I remember hanging around with guys that were nicking stuff, and just looking, I didn't do it, but I would be involved with like the stuff they'd got and they're showing it to you, like
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of my mates ended up stabbing himself in the eye with a screwdriver while he was trying to nick a car all peeled out his nut.
Jesus.
How do you do that?
He's trying to do, and flicked it and stabbed himself in the eye.
What, blinded himself?
Yeah, it's called one eye now.
Fucking hell.
Does he wear a patch?
No. He has a fake. If he has a fake eye, but he never wears it. I haven't seen him. That's what I mean. The people. That's like, for example, I went with my kid and my missus to this thing not that long ago, like 2 weeks ago, and there's loads of people there that know me from who I used to be, and it's so awkward now.
Yeah,
because they'll be like, and I hate like speaking to people that I used to know.
Yeah, because they're still in that place, are they?
No, I don't know if they think that I'm still in that place or that it's kind of weird.
You know you're not.
I know that I'm not, but it's just awkward as fuck, isn't it?
Yeah, because they like talking to you the way that people used to talk to you.
Yeah, like, yes, Aaron, blah, blah, blah. What have you been up to? I'm just like, just work, mate. And they're like, oh, yeah. And then they're like, the conversation dies.
Yeah.
It's all awkward. It's like,
But that's good though.
Just like viral content now, and they're just like, oh, right, okay.
That's good though. It shows how far past you are.
Yeah.
So how did you actually get into the photography and videography side
Let's
then?
not push this too far yet, Lou.
All right.
He's only 14 at the
Well,
moment.
yeah, you could have got into photography then.
My dad's always been a photographer.
Right.
He's never done it as a job, but he's always had cameras.
Yeah.
So I've always had cameras. I'm good at drawing. So
quite artsy.
art-based stuff. Yeah. So I've always done that. And then obviously I was doing music in my spare time. College. I went to the British Academy of Music.
Oh wow.
And then I was able to go to America. That's another whole long story that's long, but I'll make it short. I got to go to America, but before I went to America, I was seeing a bird that lived in Australia, so I went there. Got kicked out of Australia. Then
Kicked out the whole country.
well, yeah, but I was only because of my visa though.
Okay.
Well, I got her kicked out as well, which I feel bad about because she was married, but she wasn't living with him anymore, and you have to be living with someone in order for your marriage to qualify you for your citizenship for over 2 years. But they split up, but they didn't tell anyone.
Oh, and then.
But then when I came to visit, then they checked where I was staying, and I was staying with her. Then they investigated her. So within that time space, then she had to leave and I had to leave, and then I had no money. But then luckily, the bird that I was going to go live with in America, she paid for me to get to England, then to America. Then I lived in America and Illinois.
Dogging it around, man. Jesus. Yes.
How are you meeting these birds from like different countries?
Well, actually, they're both South African, so I knew them from when I was in school.
Right.
One of them from school, and then the other one was my aunt's girlfriend's daughter.
That's good. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, so I knew.
Hang on. Aunt's girlfriend's daughter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Old school.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I was in America, but that's when that's when I stopped doing like anything crime based really. I was fighting a lot still. So I got my jaw broken off.
Yeah, so let's get onto the fight things because there's some cool fight stories. Because when you look at Aaron now, when you talk to Aaron now, he seems like a calm, easygoing, easy to get on with kind of guy. But he used to throw a mean hook. Probably still can. But you've gone. What are your best moments?
No, see, I will never say. I'd rather say my worst moment.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
whenever you say your best moment, it sounds
What
like
are your
you're chatting
best?
shit. Innit?
What are your best worst moments?
So the worst moment was probably getting my jaw broken by that big geezer.
Like, yeah, tell the people that because I've heard.
So
it,
so
break it down.
in America, a lot of people, not everyone, especially in Illinois, don't realize that if you're white, you can be born in Africa. So the guy thought I was taking the piss because he's like, "Where are you from?" I said, "I'm from South Africa." He goes like, he was like, "What? South Africa?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "But you're white." I was like, "Yeah." He goes like, "You're either from the motherland or the other land." So then I was like, "Well, I'm from the motherland." Then he was like, "Are you taking the piss?" And I was like, "Are you taking the piss? Are you that stupid?" And it, like escalates from there. I'm not backing down. He's not backing down. So then we ended up like, well, we're gonna have a fight then. And then we was in this car park, and like in car parks, they got those high curbs.
Yeah.
So I headbutted him. Then we wrestled a bit. I fell. As I fell and got up, I was against there, and he kicked my face against.
Oh, floor kick. That's a dirty move.
Like blatant. That was a good move, mate. Fair play.
It's a dirty move, though.
Did the job.
Do you know you kick on the floor, you go in jail. You're going to jail. It's
No,
one
I've been
of
kicked in the floor loads of times,
No,
man.
but
No
if-
one goes to jail.
No,
Yeah, but
in the
like,
court, if
yeah.
the strike is on the floor.
But if you get
to a
caught, I
ground
suppose
up-
if you get
yeah,
caught,
if you're caught, that's
and
what I
it's-
mean.
Like the thing is, there's a certain people like that's where fighting's weird because there's certain people that they get kicked once in the head
Yeah,
and they're like disabled, mad
Yeah.
disabled.
it is
But
honestly.
I've been quite lucky with that shit. So that's where it's like, even that's what I was saying about when I got stabbed. Like I was saying to my missus, like for ages, isn't it weird weird. I've never been stabbed, and I've never been stabbed. And then I went to Gibraltar and got stabbed.
Explain how you got stabbed. So what was going on in Gibraltar?
So I knew a friend of mine. He wasn't really my friend. He was actually the guy who was selling he was getting me to do artwork for him.
Yeah.
To help. But he was actually selling the artwork and making money from it.
Not keeping you.
Yeah,
in the loop.
not letting me know about it. But anyway, so I thought he was my friend, but he wasn't my friend. So I did a music video for him for 2 days. I went there. I was pissed out my face on the flight. Didn't sleep. We filmed it in some weird tunnel. You know that hill in Gibraltar?
With the thing on it.
I don't know. It's a big mountain thing. You can go inside that. There's
Right.
loads of like rooms. So we
Do you
filmed.
know this?
No, I don't.
No.
You know Gibraltar's got that peak.
I don't know this.
No.
Yeah, if you look at Gibraltar,
Let's look
it's
at
got
Gibraltar.
a peak. So and there's these mines that I don't know what. Obviously, Britain took over Gibraltar.
Mm.
It's because it's still England technically.
Yeah.
Something to do with war, obviously, because it's like
Yeah, they
war
took
tunnels.
it. Yeah, took it over at some point.
So I filmed a music
like
video.
bunkers,
in there.
maybe, or something. Like, I don't
Yeah, it's
know,
got to be some kind of bunker anyway. So we filmed a music video, and it's quite sick, innit? I sang the hook in it. It's quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we went out to this party. Well, it wasn't really a party. It was just like out. And then we went out, and then I was smashed, and then.
Out.
And
You going
then-
out and I'm not
And
going
then
out.
I was just speaking to these strangers, and then I was speaking to this bird, blah blah blah, going to an argument, and then fucking big fight happened, and then I got one guy left, came back, and then fight carried on again. Well, the first bit of the fight was just like a scuffle. Then I made him look a bit knobby, and then I stayed. I should have left, but I like to stay. Didn't know when to
You
leave.
like to just
Yeah.
bathe in the glory.
Yeah, kind of. A
Yeah.
little bit, but yeah, and then
So he came back for a vendetta.
yeah, and then I got stabbed.
With what?
I don't know.
Just an implement.
Yeah, I never really ever saw what it was, but it
How
was
did,
easy.
how did that feel? What was it like? You thought you'd been. Where did you get you?
Yeah, in the back of my head.
Oh, that was it. This was the story. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
can remember whether that was a bottling or stabbing.
Yeah, there, and I can't really see him. Cut me there. I don't know where. Should have shaved my head, didn't it?
Well, you had shorter hair when I last saw you, and you could
Yeah.
show it. There's a big
I
old.
don't know what
scar.
side it's on.
Yeah,
Is that so?
Yeah, I think. Oh, yeah, you can see the scar.
Yeah,
So
there,
it's there, and there's one on the back, a
there.
big one on the back here. You see that there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I got stabbed, and then I was messing
In the
around.
head.
I was messing around.
Stabbed in the head.
And they would
Suppose,
say, like,
though-
hold it, and it was just like every time I let go of it, it would just fucking
But
spray and
I
blow
suppose,
everywhere.
in a way, it's actually kind of. It's not a good place to get stabbed, but.
It's not going to go in.
It's not going
is
to go
it?
through
Yeah,
your
it just
skull.
goes like that. But that's why it doesn't. You don't really realise that you've been stabbed.
When people are like stabbing your torso,
Uh-huh.
they can puncture organs. That can be like,
Horrendous. Yeah, like this guy at my school, Stefan, he got stabbed. I think he's either my year or a year above. He was in Stevenage. He was hanging around with, like, we all hung around the same place. He got stabbed underneath so he got stabbed upwards,
yeah,
underneath his ribs, and it hit loads of vital organs, and he should have died. So that's what I'm saying. I'd rather get stabbed. Like, if you could rather get stabbed in the shoulder, so it dings off,
yeah,
Yeah.
and you end up with a big flap,
yeah.
or like the back of the head's quite alright. But
It's,
I
I was
think
gonna say,
if
the
it's
back of the
too
head's
low-
pretty fucking
It's
solid.
pretty tough, innit?
Yeah,
But it just seems so savage because it will have gone off your skull.
yeah.
It's just got a ding though.
Ding. And
Yeah, that's
slapped
why I had
it.
a big flap.
Flicked up a bit
There's
of fucking.
my missus was helping me out with it for ages because you had to pick all the shit out of it.
Yeah.
So
It's
you-
like that turf I was laying today. Just got a flap of turf.
So it was just spraying out.
Yeah, I had to hold it, but then I was messing because I thought it was funny at the time, so I was like, and then the doctors there were like, because it was in Gibraltar, and you're kind of a foreigner there, well, you are a foreigner, but
Yeah.
if you're taking the piss, which is right, and then I was getting annoyed about it because I'm a knob, thinking only about myself.
Yeah.
I was getting annoyed that they weren't helping me quicker, even though I'm the reason why I was there. So it's fair, isn't it? You're not going to die unless you mess around.
Yeah.
The way you talk about it now is quite. That's another level of mentality that you obviously have.
Yeah, because
You're acknowledging your own fault. Really,
Yeah, but
isn't
it is though. It's even like when I got my car stolen. I never got my whole car stolen, but they stole the wheels off my car. So I walk around the corner and my car's just laying on a chassis.
Yeah.
I was raging. And I thought, imagine your car, how
Those other people would have felt.
Yeah, exactly.
when you've done stuff.
Yeah,
So how do you end up obviously you said, you've got into multiple altercations.
yeah.
What do you think is the cause of that? Are you got a short temper, or are you somebody who's just
No,
like
I found out later that I have Asperger's,
right?
and drinking alcohol obviously makes that worse.
Right.
Because I'm bad. I need to look at how other people interact so that I know how to interact. But once you're drinking, that goes out the window. Do you know what I mean?
Right, yeah, that makes
So
sense.
then it's kind of like, and my reading of people is wrong. So
Right.
I could be having a great time at the expense of someone else.
I think that's one of the Asperger's things, isn't it? Is not recognizing when you've insulted or offended somebody.
Yeah, and
it's
I
just-
think it's funny
and you
and
think
shit.
it's funny, yeah.
Then
Yeah.
they're getting wound up, and then they're like, "Oh, you think it's funny?" I'm like, "I think it's hilarious." Man.
Being 100% honest with you.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, and honesty is what I believe honestly at the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm saying sometimes you do need to just in a social situation soften it.
Yeah.
But nah, man, I didn't mean it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And some people are a bit softer skinned than others, aren't you? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I never really back down from a fight. You got to learn to. Sometimes if you know that you can deal with the situation, doesn't mean you have to prove it. It's a lot of that being a bit, trying to push it.
yeah,
Yeah,
I suppose.
I'm
I
up
think
for a
everyone's
fight.
that's
I'm
just
up
part
for
of
it.
being a bloke, isn't it? It's really
Yeah.
like I've never backed down from a fight, and I can't imagine like at some point I know that's something that you should do. Like if you could diffuse a situation,
Yeah, be
by,
smart.
like,
Be
backing
smart
down.
about it.
But like, and I don't feel like I'm that egotistical. But part of me just wouldn't be able to do it. I just can't imagine at the moment and where I'm at
weird.
now
So-
that I'd be able to do that.
I did cage fighting.
Yeah,
Which is what it was called when I started it. Obviously, it's MMA
Cage
now.
fighting.
Yeah, human cockfighting. I did that, which was like one of the most extreme things you could do at times. As far as
Yeah.
I had one fight growing up as a kid. One. I backed down from loads of fights.
Yeah, but
I
the
used to
thing is,
scare me. The idea of
cage fighting or any professional level fighting is level. So it's not even in the same realm as fighting.
No,
in the
that's
street.
what I mean.
Because it's controlled. You've
Yeah.
prepared for it. You've actually got skill.
Yeah.
It's going to last more than 30 seconds to a minute.
Yeah.
It's a lot. That's why I think I've got into that, and that's where where I ended up my work is
Yes.
because I love everything about it. It's controlled. It's there's no if you get too aggressive, you might end up lose that fight
Yeah.
against someone that's smarter and more calculated.
100%. Yeah,
It's weird though, isn't it?
yeah.
It's like
it's-
I'd happily just. I had some bangers. Like, I would go toe to toe in some sparring sessions.
See, I would have loved if I see that. If I wish my parents at the time saw. Well, Aaron gets into a lot of fights.
Let's put him into
He
something.
can, can take a good beating. So maybe we can utilize that.
Wrestling. Put him into wrestling.
yeah, got a good chin on him.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, that's how I
would've
found
been
out I had a
sweet.
good chin was from sparring.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, but apparently, yeah, I've got stuff to put me down. I remember, like, you can spin the room on me, but my body doesn't drop.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, man.
But I never, honestly, as a kid, I used to get into altercations, like arguments and stuff like that. The only time I had an actual fight was after a Sunday League football match when I was goalkeeper and I'd worked it's not the fucking taking part that counts, all right? It's the fucking winning. So I'd been working my ass off in goal, so we lost like 3-1 or something, but I'd worked fucking hard to not make it 8-1.
Yeah.
And then one of the lads was running around afterwards, like threatening to pour orange juice down people's necks.
yeah.
Like he didn't give a shit. We just lost this game, and I was fuming. Like, and he went to put me down my neck. I went, "Oh, don't be a dick." And it gave me a bit of something. Then we started name calling because you had to walk from the pitch. You had to go out along the path by the road, back into the next fields where the changing rooms were. So we were like calling each other up and down this bit where you walk in between the fields. As we went into the next part, he was winding me up, like really winding me. You know when you say words and you're trying to make the words hit people, like dick. You're trying to throw the word.
I want to punch you with
like,
his word.
Yeah, fucking dick, punchy word, dick word. And I think he said something, and I don't know what it was, but it must have been the end point of my patience with him. And I remember he turned on me, and we were were we in secondary school at this point? No, so this is like end of primary school, I think. No, maybe not. It's either like about 12 or 13.
Yeah, year 7 or 8 or whatever.
Yeah. So he turns, and I remember, and this is the weirdest part of it. He said something, and as he turned, because he was walking in front of me, he turned and stopped. So I walked really close to as I walked up to him, and I just nutted him right, and I mean it was clean. But I didn't think. I remember physically not thinking I'm going to headbutt you.
Yeah, it
he
just
just turned, and I went bam, like I was blinking.
Yeah.
It was literally like I'd blinked, but it was a headbutt. And I remember my adrenaline must have spiked because as it hit hit him. I saw him drop, and then as I looked up and around, I remember everyone had circled around, and I remember seeing them.
I love that shit in school. It's
Yeah,
down there,
but
like,
so fast, so fast.
Yeah.
Like they must have seen it building because
Yeah.
it seemed like they just formed a circle and meet like out of nowhere. But I remember as I looked up, my adrenaline must have been absolutely spiking, so my frame rate must have gone up because I remember seeing everyone around me going, "Oh my!"
Yeah, that's some of the best shit.
Yeah,
man.
you do.
When
Yeah,
it's
when
all
you
slow motion,
you feel
isn't it?
slow
You
motion.
see that? Like mimicking the headbutt. And I remember just being like, yeah, and looked down at him on the floor, and I just went, woof, and just started fucking raining bombs. And then all I remember, and this is the first part where I kind of wake up from this, right, was the my football manager grabbed me by the hair and pulled me off him purely by my scalp. And I remember I went from like Conan the Barbarian to like being pulled off, and then he was like, we were on the floor, they got him up, he walked like 3 feet and fell over and collapsed. Then I got kicked off the changing rooms, and I remember like my mum came to pick me up from the thing, and I remember his mum was there, and obviously I saw my mum talking to the football manager, and I'm in the changing room watching from the fucking door like, fuck, bollocked it. Oh. And I remember my mum like walked over and she went, do you know what you done to that boy? I was like, yeah, mum, but he did. And I told her what happened. And she's like, right. And then his mum came storming over in like classic Karen mum. Storming, your son's an animal. Look what he's done to my son. And I was like that, like, head down, like waiting for it. And then my mum just looked at his mum and went, well, your son shouldn't have tried calling my son names, should he? Come on, Lex. Alexi, because that's my actual name. Yeah. And she took me by the hand and walked off. And I remember like holding my mum's hand, being walked off, being like, I'm not getting done. I'm not getting done. She took my side. And I like walking off. Like I was genuinely like, my mum fucking stuck up for me here.
Yeah.
Like probably took on his mum, like, fuck you, your son's a dick, he got what he deserved.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what she said, but it was along the lines of, without swearing at her, she was like, your son's a prick and he got a good hiding for it.
yeah.
And then she sat me in the car, and immediately as we sat in the car, she went, you know what you did was absolutely wrong, right?
Yeah.
Like properly like that, and I never want to see that shit again. But we're going home now, okay? It's done. I was like, I'm not getting grounded.
Yeah.
I forgot what
It's always good, that is. I remember a few times I got sent out of school for fighting, and it was always my dad who'd pick me up, because my dad was like the person he was the guy who gave me the punishment. He was
The
like the harsh
designated.
one.
Yeah.
But with fighting, it was good because he used to fight. And like, so I'd get in the car and he'd be like, "So you had a fight?" And I was like, "Yeah."
How did you do?
Yeah. Did you win? Yeah, it was. Did you win? And I was like, "Yeah," because I always did. And he was just like, "Good lad."
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's simple. Much better like that.
Yeah. Like one time when like the police got called, he picked me up to like get away from the police because of fighting.
Because if you're not starting it,
No,
you're just finishing shit.
yeah.
Then it's fair enough.
But yeah, I boxed for a good few years, and when you're a kid and you've got even like I wasn't a great boxer, but having just some skill over just a bunch of spazzy kids, you're just literally like it's so easy having fights. People just don't know how to defend themselves.
Imagine if you could throw
or
one,
just get
two,
punched in
three
the
at
face.
like 12 years old. You're like, pop, pop, pop.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. All you need is a little bit of education, especially at
Yeah.
12. You'll smash
to-
everyone.
How to throw a left hook with your hip rolling through it.
Yeah.
You just show somebody a 1-2 straight with a left hook on the end. Ooh, you're a fucking killer.
It's just the fact I don't ever recall, maybe once or twice, throwing like the first punch. But like people just don't know how to defend themselves.
Yeah,
so
they're
it's
just
just so
three
easy.
shots, isn't it?
Yeah, so you just wait for somebody to throw something at you, which is so obvious because it's going to be like
Yeah.
that. So you'd be like, yeah, and then
bam.
hit them. And yeah, it was brilliant. It was that easy to win in fights all the time.
Well, that is a good point to say, because we're going to take a break now and we're going to come back to see you guys in a sec. Well, no, it won't be a sec. It'll be about 2 hours, because we're about to go watch Jurassic Park, whatever the hell the latest one's called, 3D in the IMAX.
Jurassic Park 3D.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Actually, really cool.
Yeah,
And then we're going to come back. Yeah, it's going to be called, it's just Jurassic 3D. What is it actually called?
Jurassic World.
Unleashed.
I don't know.
Is it
It's something like
Jurassic Park 4, The Revenge of the World Unleashed of the dinosaurs that should be dead but aren't anymore, genetics.
something.
So there'll be a blur and we'll be back. We're back and we've killed Lou. We decided
We don't need
we had
it anymore.
enough. We don't need him anymore. It's just me and Aaron now. We're back from Jurassic. Demolition, not destruction. I've been calling it destruction.
Not demolition either, domination.
Domination.
Demolition.
My brain is
Imagine they
already
were like-
erasing
they were in a
it.
little-
They're already erasing it. You will, if you haven't heard our review of that, it's already up now. It will have been posted prior to this one. Go have a listen on there, and you'll hear about what we think of it. But overall, it ain't the best. Ooh, he's back. with the back print. Oh, you that.
You've got autofocus on that.
Buy my shit.
Buy my shit.
Buy my shit.
Buy my shit. So Mr. Lewis is back with what apparently is another gift
Yeah.
in
Got
another
one.
nice box. Hang on, is this mine or is this ours?
It's ours.
This is ours.
It's ours.
It's a shared thing.
You sneak peeked this, haven't you?
I've already, yeah. She was
No,
there.
no, it's like
Is it Emma?
imagine him as a kid at Christmas. In that under
I
the
asked,
tree, just
I
with
asked,
his hair in,
I asked
every
her.
little present's
This
got a
was
hole in
hand
it.
delivered to us, and
it
I
mine?
asked her,
So-
and she said, "That's fine to have a look." I said, "It doesn't matter." I said, "Fuck Lex."
We just said, fuck Lee, we killed him. He's gone.
Yeah, I did hear. Whatever shit they were talking, it's not true. Actually, yeah, it probably was. Go on then, Lex. I've
Alright,
already
so
seen
I
it, so
don't
you
know
open
what
it
it
up.
is. So-
So
I'm
it'll
curious,
make
'cause I
perfect
don't
sense
even
in a
know what it
second.
is.
So how's this come about? Where's this from?
So this is Mary Delaney.
So this is Mary, who's responsible for our lovely custom glasses for the
Yeah.
CREWCast.
Oh, sick.
What do you reckon? I don't know what this is going to be. It looks like it's something breakable again, though. She's trusting with us. It's bubble wrapped. What the hell? Hang on,
That's a
how's this
cool
for
glass.
two of us?
Because you can share drinks now.
Oh, Mary!
It's a whiskey glass.
This is the same, but check what it says.
Oh, sick.
So it's for when we get.
It says, yeah,
So it's for me.
it's for you, technically, because, on the side, so we
You
have
don't
the
get to take it
CREWCast,
home though.
the CREWCast logo, and then on the other side, it says the CREWCast established 2021 special guest.
Yeah,
That is such a nice thing. Thank you so much.
yeah.
Well,
It's,
you're thoughtful. Look at you. Look at your thoughtful ass.
I know.
Bringing us nice stuff.
Great,
I
that
like
is, isn't it?
That's really good.
So what does she do? A lot of custom stuff then?
No, I think
She's just bought it as a gift for us.
Ah,
She's gifting us these lovely things. So we have one of these each that have our names on them and then the CREWCast logo. And then so obviously she's now we can be able, because normally we would open a whiskey or a rum and do a little bit of a review on it. But what we haven't talked about actually with you is the fact that you're teetotal.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna ring this all the way back round. So we were talking about fighting it and roughing it up. I was talking about how I fought and roughed it up when I was 12.
And I won, and Mum was happy
and my
with it.
mum protected me afterwards.
Yeah.
And then
It's a good story though.
yeah, so it's comparable to you being stabbed in the head. I could have got a boot in the back of the head. You don't know.
You never
Yeah,
know.
you just got your hair pulled instead.
I just got a hair pulled. That was my comeback story for you all of being stabbed in the head. Oh yeah, boys, well check this one out. Culminated in me having my hair pulled.
Yeah, and going. Ah!
I forgot that bit.
And then walking off holding my mum's hand.
That was good.
He was 25 when that happened.
Yeah, it was men's Sunday league. I don't know that fucking happens. Oh dear. Right, okay, I'll put myself in the eye now.
Yeah, but that's the problem. If you want to fast forward there, because we were still in America, then I
So-
went to jail there, came back.
Wait,
then- That's what I'm saying. We're trying to fast forward to the point of the drinking.
let's do the highlight reel then. You
Yes.
did what in America and how did...
So I
oh,
went-
you just been kicked out of Australia.
No, I left Australia, came back, and then I
Went to America with the
went
girl.
to America.
then-
We got to go to college there, but then I lived in Illinois.
Is this the music college of America, was it?
Well, yeah, I got a student visa,
Oh, okay.
so I chose to do some units in film as well because that's when I started doing more video work.
So this is where your intrigue started to
Started
be
moving.
cultivated.
Yeah, because I was doing a lot of music, and then no one really wanted to help me do the video side of things. I started doing the videos and the photography for myself, and then people ended up asking me like, "Hey, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me?"
Yeah.
So kind of developed from there. And then her parents lived in Cincinnati,
Okay.
but my visa was only for Illinois. But we ended up moving to Cincinnati anyway. So it's like, why not? Because that's
which is technically illegal.
yeah, you're not
Right.
supposed to do that. But I used the. It's something to do with when you get a visa, it's for a specific state.
Imagine if you got a visa for just Birmingham.
Yeah, but you know what America's like? It's
It's
so
massive.
segregated,
Yeah,
isn't it? They have
yeah,
different
massive.
laws.
So they won't be
Do you know what I mean?
able to-
Imagine
But
if
we were
like
able to
Birmingham
get-
had a different law to London.
Yeah,
It's
I
all the
was
same.
able to go through the paperwork. I don't know how she managed to do it. She was quite smart
Yeah.
in the ways that she managed to do it. But I ended up transferring to a college in Cincinnati there. But then I got in a fight in college, and then that's when they noticed I'm not even supposed to be in that
See,
state.
Frank came back and beat you in the ass
Oh,
again.
no, right.
What was that fight about?
I don't even remember.
I'm
It was
not even worth it.
It was just like a normal fight.
Scuffle.
Yeah, college, and
They
arguing.
take it quite serious. They're campus police, though, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
And then what happened? That they ejected you.
Well, not straight away, because long story short, I ended up having to leave America because of that.
Bloody hell.
I'll skip that bit. But I had to leave, so I came back, broke up with her, obviously. And there was one bit I remember when I left for America. I looked in the mirror at one of the airport. I think it was Heathrow, and I looked a certain way. And then when I got back from America, and I looked in the same window, and I looked completely different. I was like, I think 17.5 stone.
Oh Jesus! You
I
were
was like,
full
mate,
American.
Yeah, I went full like
Full American.
You're just missing the "Make America Great Again" hat.
Yeah, so that's when I realised shit was all fucked, and then so I was just I was living back with my parents.
Yeah.
So that's when I
going
started.
back to ground zero.
Yeah, that's when I started boxing, but then I was doing a lot of drugs again because I started.
Fell back in with the same crowd.
Yeah, same people. And then my dad said to me one day, he was like, "Why don't you just come start working where I work?" So I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, I've got nothing else to do."
What
So
was that?
Optical engineering. So I make prisms and stuff for military applications, shit like that.
And you were able to just jump into that.
Well, my dad's quite a good teacher,
Ah.
so
It's like machining, is it?
yeah, it's a lot of like precise machining,
Yeah.
measuring, and
I'd say
bit
it's
of
some
maths.
training, that wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
Imagine if you fucked up an optic site for a military thing. I got him.
Well, no, the thing is, you make pallets worth. So you end up with a raw material of like glass, but it's like high spec SF10 glass. You cut it up, and then you end up with like 40 pieces, and out of that you have to pair them up. So then you measure it, blah blah blah. You read it. So you can make mistakes, but I mean you can't make loads of mistakes because the glass is super expensive. But yeah, so I started doing that.
Shit goes on in the world we don't even know about, isn't there?
But then I was still drinking at the time. I wasn't doing drugs anymore. But then I got kicked
Heavily
out.
drinking.
Yeah, super drinking, loads drinking.
Super drinking. Was it like
Mega pints.
Mega pints.
Yeah, there was loads of mega pints.
We all went there.
I was super drinking mega pints.
Mega fine.
Yeah, so I was drinking, and then my dad kicked me out. So I was living in my car.
Your dad was pretty like on it for kicking your ass. Like,
Yeah, that was the best thing he did.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was like the beginning of it because I still hadn't met Bianca yet. So I was living in my car, still going to work. So he was still training me.
yeah.
So the whole point of him kicking me out
You were
was
living in your car.
yeah, I was staying in my car, sleeping fucking in random places and shit. It was
How was that?
It was quite fun because I was doing like 2-minute like videos to myself.
Yeah.
I've still got all that footage and shit. It's quite fun.
Talking to yourself.
Yeah, because there's no one else there and that. So you fucking just chatting shit. It was quite. It was fun, but it gets difficult because
I bet.
obviously you can only like one of my mates called Ben. He let me stay at his sometimes. That was alright, but it was quite far, so I still had to get to work.
Yeah.
Brushing my teeth in the morning with some water and that. Go to work, and then it just started getting hard. But that I was speaking to a bird called Mel at the time. I went on a date with her. Fucking, I got pissed. She got annoyed, but I was staying at a hotel, and I thought, fuck it, I'm just gonna go into town. And then that's when I met Bianca.
So you were on date, got too drunk for the date, and then went out and met your missus now.
And then Bianca's really who helped me fucking loads. She's like one of the main. So my dad, I'd say my dad, Bianca and Rory were the main.
It pulled you out of it.
Yeah, because Bianca helped me loads. I went to therapy.
Okay.
And then the main thing that they said at therapy was, do you want to be the nan, what my nan is to me,
Yeah.
to my kid? And I was like, mind
So
blown.
hang on. At this point, was this a child in the ether, or was this actually a child that was on the way?
No, so the thing is, yeah, Bianca was like, look, I want to have a kid with you. Like, I really like you. Like, I want to be with you.
Yeah.
But if you're going to drink,
It's not.
yeah, it's not going to happen. So I said, oh, cool, I'll go to
So
therapy.
the reason for actually taking therapy was
Yeah,
because
like,
you
'cause
wanted to.
Yeah, I wanted to make it work and shit.
Right.
And then so through that, she was like, cause I did a 6-week course. And when I originally said to her, like, how long, she was like, you're going to be here for much longer than 6 weeks. And I was like, fuck that, no, I'm not. It's expensive. So the plan...
Get talking.
Blast
Yeah,
through
on the
therapy
clock,
as
woman.
fast as
I
possible.
went down from about 125 units, because I had to write everything down.
Okay. How much-
125 units a week.
What's that in? What's that in actual drink?
So if you
How
work
many,
out...
how many units are in
so-
a bottle of whiskey?
So if you work it out, there's one
Open a
unit.
bottle.
Yeah, if you look it up, I can't remember.
Go
I
grab
worked
that
it out.
Glenfiddich up there and have a look.
It's about 4 liters of vodka a week.
Oh, okay, actor's perspective.
Yeah, so I work a shot. I think a shot is.
I think a shot's one, and that's 25 centilitres.
Yeah,
isn't it?
centilitres. Yeah, so you can work it out. So it's 100 mils is 4. So then 7.750. 7 times 4 is 30.
28.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then plus the 50 in it, so it's 30.
I don't think it matters.
But
It's
anyway,
a lot. It's a
it's
shit.
a lot.
It's a
It's
mega
a lot.
point.
I was
Well,
drinking
4 litres of vodka gives you a perspective.
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah. So I was drinking about 3 or 4 litres.
And was it spirits you were drinking?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like beer, you're not going to get
I was
pissed on
going
beer.
to say, you're drinking a lot of beer
you're
to
not
get through that,
gonna-
aren't you?
Yeah, so I couldn't stop straight away because they said if you fucking stop,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, you
can
can't.
fuck you up.
No,
So-
you can die.
Yeah,
You can literally
yeah,
die.
Yeah, fuck you up bad.
So you were fully alcoholic then?
Yeah, yeah.
Classed as an
Max
alcoholic at this
level.
point.
Yeah. But I was still functioning. That's what everyone didn't get, and that's what Bianca didn't understand when we were dating. She was like, I didn't even realise.
So now that
So
you're...
only when we lived together, she was like, man, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And you're still going to work and shit.
And she was seeing what you were drinking.
But I
Yeah,
bet you were still like semi-pissed, like pretty
I
much.
was always drunk. I was always drunk. The thing
perpetually-
is, if I wasn't drunk, then you're mad depressed. You're super depressed, man. It's crazy how depressed you are.
So
So,
how-
you need to be a little bit drunk to function.
Yeah.
How
And
did you
then-
feel though? Do you still feel drunk?
Well, when you're drunk.
When you're drinking to that level?
Well,
like,
yeah. The
like,
thing is, you
if
drink
we-
so much that you end up pissed anyway. But if you drink just a normal amount, then you're just like functioning.
It's like it's just an emotional change rather than... Do you still slur words or have
Yeah,
like
well,
motor,
yeah,
motor
that's
issues?
Well, no, you'll be like you can get away with it. It's the same as if you do coke. If you just do a little bit of coke, people just think you're like a cool guy. Do you know what I mean?
Guy.
Do you know what I mean? But if you do loads
So
of
there you go,
coke,
kids. If you want to be a
Just
cool
do
guy,
a little
just
bit.
a little bit.
Yeah,
yeah,
a
but it's
little
like
bit of
anything. If you do a little bit
Yeah,
of
that's
it,
true. So do you... It's just hard. I'm trying to wrap my head around it because if I drink, I never drink to get drunk. I drink because now we drink nice whiskies and things like that. We drink for the flavour, we drink for the enjoyment.
Yeah.
And then if it happens, we'll get a bit tiddled on it. But we're never like belligerent or anything over the top, and nothing gets broken as we fall downstairs or anything like that. But we know we're drunk. I'm like, wait, I'm gonna go to bed, and you wake up, you're like, oh, we had a bit last night. But there's a very distinct difference to me between no drinking and then having drunk something. When you're drinking all the time, do you have any distinction?
yeah, there's a massive distinction between like the. Well, it depends because normally it takes you. You're not just going to drink that much. So normally your days would be about 2.5 days of working through the alcohol and doing what you're doing. Because what you'll do is the third day one, you wake up fresh.
Mm-hmm.
So you only drink, you'll be drinking, you'll be fucking, everything's fine. You go through that night, maybe have a little power nap. Then the next day is
But you're not sleeping.
No, not really.
okay.
Because like if you sleep too much, then it takes too much work to get back to where you were.
Holy shit!
Because
this
you're
is
trying
like
to
a plan. You have an actual plan.
Yeah, you're trying to keep it at that level. And then what you'll do is especially on the weekends, because then you're justifying it. You're like, sweet, it's the weekend. But sometimes you'd be like, fuck it, it's a Wednesday. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's almost the weekend.
It's not, man.
kind of.
If I start now, drinking now, by the weekend I'll be ready to go out.
Bloody hell!
So that's kind of how it is random, but you think there's a plan. There's no plan.
But
It's
you
bullshit.
would
There's no plan.
be able
You're
to
telling
go.
yourself
yeah.
there is that.
You would go in to be able to do machined work under this influence.
Yeah,
though.
exactly,
So you get
yeah.
to a point where you are.
Yeah, but that's when you need to be smarter. So what you'll do is you'll taper it. You need to be prepared for because I can't drink while I'm at work,
Yeah.
but you can if you get drunk enough, you can last through the day. Then by about 3 o'clock, you feel shit. But then as soon as you get home, you just smash a bit, and then you're back up again. Wow. So it's kind of like managing
Never
it.
heard of it like that before. That's so crazy. Like you're planning your alcohol levels in your system.
Yeah, but it's
knowing
like if
full
you look
well.
at it like this, you know how you plan for your exercise. So you
Yeah.
know if I'm going to have a big session, I've got to balance out my nutrients and shit so that I can have a good workout. So it's obviously completely different to that, but it's the same
Yeah, I know what you're saying, though.
understanding where, and then obviously you don't really understand because you're a pisshead. So
Yeah. You just,
so then you end up smashed. You'll go like, cool, man, I'm going to go out. You just go gallivant and you've got energy for everything. Meet random people. Sometimes it goes well. Sometimes it doesn't go well. You get arrested or get into a fight, get beaten up. Or if you win, basically if you win, you go to jail. If you lose, you go to hospital. So it's like, try and keep it all friendly.
Do you think so? Most of your issues that you've had with like altercations,
Yeah,
or
all
getting
of it.
arrested,
Everyone.
alcohol was
If you look at
involved.
my criminal history record, it's like I think it's about 4 or 5 pages. All of it is all of it's alcohol related. That's why I say I've never been caught for anything
Yeah.
when I'm sober because you're not a fucking
That's
idiot.
not you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, your dad, your current missus now, Bianca, and
Rory, yeah.
your friend.
Yeah, Rory. See,
They-
even Rory, I didn't drink for about 6 months. We went to he had this like party for everyone that works together. And I thought, fuck it, I might as well have a drink. I ended up fucking, there was a part, because he hired this place and across the road was another place having a party. I got pissed, got us in there. They were selling MD, so I got MD. I was smashed and fucking, and then the next day I woke up about 4 p.m. He was like, mate, like, you need to go, bro. I was like, fuck. I thought I was going to lose my job, but he's like, look, I do, he's like, look, you don't have to go. Because he saw I was trying to tidy up. There was like blood on the walls and all kinds of shit. I don't think I smashed the table, but someone smashed the table.
Yeah.
It most likely was me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he was cool right there, and that's why.
Did you lose a fingertip?
No,
Was
no,
the blood up the
Jack
stairwell
Sparrow.
into the main bedroom?
Amber Turd was there like.
Slamming the door into your head.
Yeah, so there, for example, is another good example of a guy that's like, look, I see what you're doing, like
He saw
for
past
work.
this. He saw past your demon.
Yeah, and that's why I don't drink because of people like that.
That's good though. So you literally have turned it all around from what could have been a very dark and deep
Yeah, exactly.
hole.
Yeah, you make small choices every day.
We say this a lot, man. Lots of little things build up to a big result.
Yeah.
So what was it that
And now I've got Zach, so like Zach's like a good reason not to drink.
Zach's your
Best
little boy,
reason.
and he's a year and a bit.
Year and a
now?
half. He's
Year and a
like
half.
20. I don't know. They always say months, don't they? I think he's like 21 months old.
Do they?
Yeah.
I like the lower numbers. Year and a half. I can work with that.
Yeah, exactly. It makes more sense to
You
me.
say 21 months to me. I'm like, so is he?
Yeah,
he got a head or is he
he's
got a job?
basically
I don't
two.
understand.
He's nearly two.
Yeah. Is he walking or is he teaching? What's fucking happening? Like 1.5, I understand. He's like wobbling
Yeah,
about
yeah.
and saying odd words.
Yeah,
and
he's like, he's
he's
functional and shit.
pulling stuff off shelves,
Yeah, being a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but it's fun though, huh?
Yeah, it's sick. Yeah, it's good.
It's your first kid, isn't it?
Yeah, first kid.
How are you finding it?
Yeah, it's good, man. It's good. It's hard as fuck.
Is it?
Yeah, it's well hard.
Is it just?
I'm glad that, again, Bianca's naturally a better parent than I am.
Yeah.
So, like, she's always giving me advice on, like, say, for example, if he's at a certain developmental stage, she's like, cool, this is what we need to prepare for.
That's good.
And I'm kind of good at teaching him, like, more, like, wrestling, basic man shit, you know what I mean?
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so getting him, he's quite good. He's, like, his balance is really good. Like, he can balance on my hand.
Yeah.
So I'm getting him quite, I mean,
Yeah.
ready for, like, boisterous things, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously social, he's quite good. His manners are good
you
already.
don't want to cry baby either, so it's good to have a bit of rough and tumble.
Yeah, exactly. I want him to be a boy.
Yeah, yeah. We were talking about this before that, everyone's like held inside and nobody does all this physical activity, and we're like the last stronghold of a generation that's actually wandering out into woods and doing shit still.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, anyway, he's not climbing trees and shit.
Yeah, if
You go-
you're not stuck in a tree with your boy at like 5 years old, you've done something wrong. Haven't you? Like my dream would be if you've got like a little terrier that you're able to drag around with you, is to like be in like first name terms with the fire service. They're like, Lex, oh yeah, we'll be there in like, how bad is it? All right, well, we'll be there after the next call. All right, yeah. All right, yes, we'll bring a tea. Yeah, I think that's the fun way to be. But then have a respectful kid alongside, so they know they can have the rough and tumble with you, a bit of that, like. But then in public, like you said, like you try
Yeah.
and do, that's not how we act with other people. That's
Yeah,
just
the
me,
rules,
and then-
same rules apply because there's always about boundaries with anyone.
Yeah.
Like, I need to have my own boundaries.
You know even more.
So that's
than
where
ever,
he's
yeah.
lucky because he's got Bianca set boundaries hardcore in our relationship, and she's fixed me in my 30s, late 20s to 30s.
Yeah.
So she's got like a little mini me from born, like
Yeah.
newborn, basically. So he should end up pretty good if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and you've obviously been through the warning signs and stuff like that, the final
Yeah.
things. I was able to nip it in the bud straight away.
Yeah, I know if you're smoking weed and that.
Yeah, you'll know it.
I'm like,
You'll
shit,
know.
take weed.
Like, what you got going on there, son?
He's not gonna. The thing is, if you take their weed, they're not gonna ask you where it is, are they? So,
Yeah.
free weed, boy.
So okay, where are we at? There's so much going on. This is crazy. So you've gone to therapy. How did you find therapy? Did you find it was
The thing is, I had a lot of therapy when I was younger. Therapy, psychiatry, because I was assessed for ADHD and all that shit.
Yeah.
So I know, they give you that paperwork that's like, do you feel like blah? It's all bullshit. And normally what they do is you'll speak for a bit and then they'll just repeat what you said to you in a different way. So that's what I just told you. So I told her about that. We went to see someone and she was like, wow, that's pretty much what they did. That shit. So we looked for a long time. She found a really good one. And then so it's quite lucky, yeah. So if you do need help, there are people that will help you.
Who was it? Was it a private?
Yeah, it's
Private
yeah, because we try to go through NHS. It's too long. You're on a waiting list,
Yeah,
and then you
forgot
don't
about
quite qualify. I'm not trying to kill myself at that
yeah.
time. So they're like, well, there's people
low
who
priority.
need it more
A
than
couple
you.
of weeks ago, so we had Matt on, who's a therapist, and he said at the moment the waiting lists are like 6 months
6
plus.
months.
And you don't know what can happen in that time.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
and
a
it's
lot.
Like for example, me, if we didn't go, look, let's just find out. I could have lost Bianca. I could have lost my job. I would have
Never
fallen
had
out
your
with my
boy.
dad.
Never had your boy.
I would never have my son. I wouldn't have met Rory.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
Yeah, it's far too long.
Sometimes you just need to find help for yourself. I know the NHS has got great services, and there are a lot that they do, so they are limited on what they can do.
Yeah.
But there's certain things that if you can just try and help yourself a little bit, and
Yeah,
also there's always people around. There is always someone that will help you.
Yeah,
you
there's
know,
a lot of-
friends, family. You know, reach
There's
out.
there's a lot of good resources that you can kind of start looking into yourself.
Yeah.
And if I know,
I
obviously
think
therapy's
Better Health is one of them.
better help.
Better Help, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another one called
Yeah.
Mind as well.
Mine's a good one. Yeah.
So those are like opening door resources. So that's a good place for you to go, but also don't expect too much. But it's about communication. It's about talking about your problem, realizing sometimes like for me, I was like, I don't really have a problem. I still got a job. I'm still meeting birds. I'm still going
you
out on
can twist
dates.
it easy.
Yeah, it's easy to make it like it's not that bad. Come on.
Yeah, but I think as well the idea of actually like, because you've got to pay and it's not cheap.
Yeah.
But like, really, fucking hell, what's worth like investing
Yeah,
money
if
into?
you
Do
look
you
at
know what I mean?
it cost. I think the 6-week program was about 350 quid,
Yeah.
and I was spending easily. I was getting like cheap vodka, but
Yeah.
so it was like 12 quid for a litre. But if you start working it all out, I ended up I was spending about $9,000 a year on booze.
Just booze. Wow.
Yeah.
And it cost you how much? £350?
350 quid for a 6 week.
To change your life.
Yeah, yeah.
£350.
And you have to be in there. Like the first time when I left, I cried because of what we spoke about. So it's
Yeah.
quite difficult to speak about when it's all happening.
That just
And
shows
then-
how much you're bottling stuff up.
Yeah. But by the last one, we were talking about like Disney, and so I was like, I really don't need to be here anymore.
Yeah, you've kind
So
of
what
worked-
you been up to?
Completed
Fuck
it.
all,
Yeah,
yeah.
you've worked through it almost.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's good. But obviously, you've got an intelligent and mindset. And you, like you say, you're a creative human being. You're able to put things together in your mind creatively.
Yeah.
So when someone structures a thought process for you to be able to put things together, that creative lifestyle I think comes into a benefit with this, because you're able to see the storyline of your own behavior and almost picture it. It does help. I think people who aren't artistic in that way might struggle a little bit to do that, because I'm the same. Like we were talking about this before, when we walk into a room, we'll see a picture or a movie.
Yeah, you can stand there
we'll
and
see
say,
a
"Oh,
point
it's
in
a
a
sick
room.
photo."
Yeah, we'll be able to look that. Literally, we'll walk in somewhere that's a sick photo, and you're like looking at an
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
And we both do that. Whereas other people, I can say that I'm like, what are you on about? But everywhere I walk into, there's something new. My brain automatically looks for that. Even if it's just to take a picture for myself, just I think it's going to be cool. I've got loads on my. Started doing that more now. I take the picture for getting the picture's sake, not because I want to post it somewhere or do something.
Yeah, well, like, I used to do that a lot where I was like, I'm not going to take it because I don't have my camera. But then you just don't take the photo. You might as well take the photo with whatever you have.
Yeah.
You took the photo.
Yeah. I've got loads of little bits, and then when I flapped, I'm like, oh, I remember that's cool. And it was just for me. It's a good thing to do. But yeah, that's wow, what a journey. And then from there, we've got to kind of dial it in. So
Yeah, no, that's why I was trying to fast forward. There's
I
loads
think
of
we're
shit
gonna
that
have to get
happened.
you back, dude. This is sick. We're gonna get so many questions from this.
Well, the thing is, if you do get any, I think that'll be better for me anyway. Because right now I feel like, that's why I do want to be like, oh yeah, I was just
if you have, if you want,
I'm not.
we will
I was
get
an
Aaron
idiot
back.
And
Aaron and I are going to
Yeah,
do some
not
more.
want
We're
to
going to do
like
some more
glorify
stuff anyway.
it almost.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing some more stuff. We want to do some creative stuff together anyway that we can push forward to brands and stuff, because I think we can do some stuff with Harley, and I think we do some stuff with BMW. Or I've got an inroad with BMW now to get back some of them as well, so we can get some bits.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, and maybe cars.
Ooh.
Yeah. If it's for content, they'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, then I'll just be like, here's a car.
Yeah. I'm supposed to be though. I'm supposed to.
The thing is, you could be in a situation where you try out for 6
Well,
months.
here was the thing with them. This is how dumb companies are. They had it was called a VIP something whatever. Anyway, it was a package thing. So they would gave 2 away a year from the franchises, and the idea is they give these 2 people a year a car, a BMW for a year.
Yeah, then they just get rid of him, don't they?
And then the idea is that person is then a benefit to being in that vehicle. They're the idea, I guess, was to have some kind of content from those people
Yeah,
about
yeah.
them being in the car. Guess what the dumbass BMW people at Shrewsbury did? Gave it to the local football manager and the funeral director. And guess what happened? Fuckity fuck all. So they scrapped the scheme. Well, of course you fucking scrapped the scheme.
Oh shit, that's even worse
Whereas-
than my idea. What I thought was going to say.
No, I got in and literally met the guy who was the head of their,
Yeah.
who the guys I'm talking to now for the bikes and that. They were really like forward thinking, but they come in too late to stop this happening.
Yeah.
So he tried to stop it to get me into an M4 for a year, like the nice, pale blue one that they had, that pastel blue.
Yeah.
Because we could have done loads. We were going to take it to drag strips and race against my bikes and do loads of cool shit. And he put it forward.
Race
to
against your bikes, that'd be a fat video.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And he was like, fucking, they couldn't cancel, they couldn't box it off. But he said, but for next year, we've got you on. But then they
nice.
scrapped it. Yeah.
But the
And
thing
that
is, if
would've
you
been
do enough
sick.
with the bikes, I think you'll be able to say, look, this is what we've done with the
This-
bikes.
Look what we can do.
Let's do something.
Yeah, and then
with
when
the
they
car.
want something creating for the company, we can be like, they're like those boys. So we can do that.
Yeah, let's not give it to the funeral director.
Yeah, fuck me. What? Whose brain came up with that? Anyway, so, yeah, sidetrack tangent. Where were we?
You were saying if there's any questions, I'll be
Oh,
like,
yeah, that
that'll
was
make
it.
me
So,
feel better
yeah,
anyway.
we're gonna be doing
it's a
work-
bit shit me coming on and being like, oh, listen to me.
No,
Like,
this is honestly, people
Do you know what I
fucking. You will be shocked at how many people hear what you say, are in a similar situation that they can relate to yours and do something positive as a result of it.
yeah, shit is fixable, man. If that's anything we could.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is everything. Nothing is as deep.
Yeah, because I said to Bianca, I'll say one more thing. I said to Bianca, the reason why I drink is because I like the way it changes things. But it only changes it for as long as you're drunk. So, when you go out, you're meeting people and it's fun. But you wake up and you're back to where you were.
Yeah.
But since I stopped drinking, man, I've got a house, I've got kids, I've got, I'm meeting you, people like you.
Yeah.
Even
It's
more.
crazy change, real
You've had
change.
like
real-
more change
more
from being
sustainable
sober than you
change.
just.
I wake up,
Sustainable
I
change,
wake
that's
up
it.
and it's still a good change.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I
still
mean?
there when you.
It's not
yeah,
like I
when you
wake
say-
up and like, fuck, what
Carries
did I
over.
do?
It stays with you. Yeah. Dude, I loved talking to you the moment when we first did that. You were just on a level with me the whole time. It was really fun.
Yeah, but you tricked me. You were like, yeah, man, I'll get you on the podcast.
I did. I saw it straight away. I was like, this is an amazing story.
Yeah.
Like, we got to hear this. Because I knew it would help people. I just knew it would help people. Because I was listening to it like, what the fuck? And then we didn't even get, because it started raining in the car park.
Yeah,
It started
yeah,
pissing
yeah.
down. And I was like, we got to go, but this is not done.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you do have any questions, you want to know more, or you want to know certain things, hit us up now in the comment section on YouTube. Send us messages. You better send in messages to Lou, because he's really good at getting
Actually
them all together
responding.
and getting them going. I kind of will respond.
I
but
reply
then
while I'm having a
so
poo.
many messages. That's the problem with Instagram is if I click on a message and read it and then accidentally swipe back,
Yeah.
it gets lost in the other red messages, and then can I not find it again? Yeah. It's a nightmare. Even you can't flag, the flag system doesn't work on it. So it's just message Lou. And or leave a comment, and we'll get Aaron back on, and we'll literally go through like we did with our TRT doc.
Yeah, you mentioned that one.
Yeah, when we had Imran on, he literally just had some questions people sent through, and we ran the question, and he just boom hit the answer out, and it was really good. People really adhered to that. It really helped a lot of people. So many people got on hormone therapy after those two podcasts. It's insane.
Sick, yeah.
So good. So to culminate in this, you now have your own. You're working for yourself, doing this viral video. You're doing videography and photography.
Yeah, I work as part of the team as well, which is important because obviously I was terrible as a group of working with other people. So I work as a part of a big team,
Yeah.
headed by Rory. I also do stuff on the side.
How did this come about from after everything? So you'd done this stuff at the university, kind of came back to England,
Came back? Yeah.
met Bianca. She pulled you out.
So I've always done photography
Right, so
and
it's always
videos.
been a
So
part
I've
of
always
something you've been
managed to
doing.
fit that in along with work. So I would only work 4 days a week to make sure that I could still do.
Right.
So I always managed, even
So
then.
you always had a little bit of drive to be pushing
Yeah,
towards what
that's
you wanted.
yeah. So I wanted to speak to you about drive another time because I feel like I'm lacking a certain type of drive. that
Yeah.
I think you could help me with, and
Me talking,
and you as well. That's
me
why I asked
talking
you in the car
nonsense.
about it.
The way he structures things, he's helped me loads.
Yeah, what you did during COVID, that's kind of like there must be some. I don't know if it's a learnable skill or if it's like something that you can't get.
Like
So I need a
the
new
skill.
level of. I think I've reached a point now where I'm plateaued
I also
in my progression. So I want to like
On
Go to the
the
next
fact
thing.
you have a kid and someone to live for, essentially, to drive through and push, that's huge. And the support of your missus as well there to give that back by fighting to get. I think as a driving force and a fuel, you should definitely like tap into that. Like,
I also
whenever you're
think
feeling anything.
obviously the alcoholism like that is you've got an addictive personality, and part of that is basically you're wanting some kind of a reward, something that makes you feel good. So it's just probably about structuring your work life and your day to be very goal orientated and be mindful of that. And it will require like a conscious effort of like setting things up deliberately to give you good feedback. You achieve another thing which gives you a return, but you'll get addicted to that feeling of that good return, which would then kind of push you to pursue more work or what. I don't know exactly the details of what it is you're after, but like 100%. And the fact that you obviously have an addictive personality, that's quite good if you leverage it in the right
If I
way.
get addicted to the right thing,
Yeah, but you've got to put the structure in place, which is not easy at all. That's the really
That's
challenging
the
thing.
hardest thing, because I suck at structure. Like I said to you about sleep.
Yeah, I'm
innit?
the same, mate.
It doesn't sound like Bianca sucks at structure. So
No,
like,
she's literally is
Yeah, so
managing.
that's what I mean. So she's there to help manage you, keep you on track. If you say this is what I want to achieve, and she's able to keep it down, you're like, have you done that today? Keeps you like accountable. That's all you need. But the sleep thing, I was fucking terrible until we started doing the meditating by neural.
Yeah, like
tones,
even
these
today,
little
you said,
things.
that thing we did this morning?
Yeah.
It changed the whole day today. Today's the first day I had like that.
Really?
Where it was extra energy. Plus, we did the workout.
Yeah, we did. We had a good day today. I had him out, fresh air in his lungs, sun on his skin.
Yeah, man,
earth under
today's
his
been a
feet.
whole different day, man.
Then we went
Crazy.
then we went, got all the photography done, and then once we were done, we were like, do we go home? No, we did a fucking workout.
At your sick
At
gym.
your sick gym.
Yeah, man.
So that's I think that is a great end point. We had a good fucking day. It was very true. I appreciate it. Thank you so much,
cheers,
mate. It's been a pleasure.
And we watched
Cheers,
the
cheers.
movie.
And
Yeah,
we
we
watched the
did.
movie.
Even if it was a bit
We
short.
did loads of shit today.
Oh yeah, well,
It was a good day.
yeah.
We watched a shit movie, but not everything. That's the thing, and not everything can be good.
Everything was
No,
great.
not everything
And
is
we
good.
still had a laugh about it being shit. So there we
Yeah.
go. So, well, thank you again, guys. Questions, let us know. We'll get Aaron back on. We'll let you know when he's coming back on. Check him out on Instagram at What Aaron Does. Links will be in the description.
I don't really use it though.
We're going to try and get him using it more.
But you can look at what I have done.
Yeah, what I did do.
What Aaron
You
did.
need- Yeah, what you need to make some of that old stuff you're showing me into reels, dude.
Yeah.
Just
I
simple
could do
reel with
loads.
a music overlay.
Even just with the cars you see.
When I see stuff now, I'm just going to forward it to you as inspiration.
Oh, cool.
When I'm going through real ideas.
If you do like the t-shirts as well, we're going to put the link in the bio for
Yeah,
it.
you need to
'cause
It's
get,
out
you need to
now.
get
they'll
some,
be out when the podcast is out.
Amazing.
So yeah,
So if you want to
click
hook
that.
yourself up with a BCB or some backprints.
Have you got some fat boy sizes?
We have got up to double XL, triple XL.
I just need an XL, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't come in black. It's like, I want the black one, man.
You got black, you got white, you got blue.
Yeah.
You know I look good in blue.
Yeah.
Should have brought me the blue one.
I'll bring you a blue one next time.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't sell it. Wait, yeah, maybe
Do
somebody.
you know why I look good
Yeah.
in blue?
So-
Sweated in by
Yeah.
Lex.
Yeah, Lex had swamp ass in the cinema.
Yeah, it got fucking warm in there, didn't it?
It did,
Jesus.
yeah.
Anyway, we're not going on to that. If you want to see the cinema review, check
Gone
that
up
out.
in
It's
value,
already out.
saturated in
So
sweat.
if you want to buy a slightly damp t-shirt worn by me, then let us know and Lou will sort you out. Other than that, BCB, all the stuff for the merch is in the description. So is Aaron's links. Oh, and if you've had a bad fucking week previously, let it fucking go. That was last week. This is a new week. Bring forward what was good. Focus on that, even if it's small. If it was a big one, fucking celebrate that win. If there was little wins, celebrate those equally. And make it a great fucking week. We'll catch you in the next episode.
Toodle pip.
Toodle pip.
Toodle pip.